What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike.
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's Meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really let hello casting wardrobe? Y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not gonna see it. We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, "Baby, you ate on this first date. You giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Or you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins." That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was gonna, I thought Lil Murder was gonna turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably up in prison. Girl. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like, the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the Three Kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Get me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have some blue thong or blue, jock strap, something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
Hello, people. Hello. Let me make sure I'm all right over here. All right. Hey, people. What is going on? It is Thursday. I'm out of town this weekend. So we got to have a good time. We got to have a good time today, y'all. I'm already letting you know y'all don't have me for 2 weeks in a row for Silly Saturday. I got to go back out of town. Listen, I'm sorry. But these things happen. My head is just not sitting right today. I feel like it's not sitting right. I don't know. Nevertheless, but we are here, y'all. We are here. Listen, we're gonna cut up. We're gonna have a good time. Let me post this down to the members only chat. What was I about to say? I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, I'm supposed to be posting in the members only chat. Okay. All right. All right. Got that in the members only chat. Now let me post in the blue sky, and then we'll be ready to get this party started. Listen, y'all. I be um I have to work, and then I have to try to produce this show. And sometimes I run out of time. And and so that's why I have to do stuff when I get up here. I'm sorry. But we gotta, y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. Okay. Bear with me. Cause I'm a one-man team over here. Somebody sent me a message the other day. I think I know who it was about helping out the team over here. Cause I'm a one-man team over here. I be needing help. I be needing all the help I can get. I'm gonna reach out to that person because I think I know who it is. Um, I don't remember. My days go so fast. Anyway, but I need all the help I can get, y'all. So what are we gonna go with today? Are we going with blackberry lemonade or are we going with tropical mango? Let's go with the blackberry lemonade because lemonade always goes good with gin. So because we got to get our drink together. So we're going with the blackberry lemonade. Um, we're going. Why am I getting work emails? It's after 5 o'clock. Y'all better leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't bother me. It's after 5, baby. Now they don't know that tomorrow is a travel day for me, and I'm not gonna answer no emails tomorrow. I'm just gonna be traveling tomorrow. They're gonna be out of luck. I don't know what to tell them, but nevertheless, um, I I'm not answering no more emails till Monday. They'll catch me on Monday. Okay. Monday is the next time I'll be answering emails for work. That's it. That's all. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button and all of that good stuff. Y'all know YouTube ain't gonna do me no favors over here. They ain't doing me no favors. So I need y'all to do me a favor and hit the like button, let the people know you here and all of that good stuff. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. How you doing today? Hey, Symmetry, what's going on? Miss Kiki, how are you? How are you? Tamara, what's good, my love? Lady D, I see you are in the building. Good to see you. Hey, Terrence, what's going on? Terrence say he new on the scene, but y'all don't know him. Terrence say he active. Once he here, he here. Y'all got to see him. Terrence say he here. He came busting through. You know, we like Terrence. Terrence, I believe, not Terrence, correct me if I'm wrong now. I believe Terrence is um one of our gentlemen that still likes the cooter. You know, we like our gentleman that likes the cooter. It's too many of y'all too many of the girls in here. It's some men's up in here that likes the cooter. Not that we're not men, because we definitely are, but some men's that like the cooter. Just saying. You know, I'm just saying. Lord. We're equal opportunity. We believe in diversity, equity, and inclusion. We can't quite call ourselves diverse if we don't have no men in here that likes the cooter. I'm just getting my drink together, y'all. Forgive me while I get my drink together. Yes, we're going to our gin of choice. Yes, the botanist. That is our gin of choice. The botanist. Um, and we're going with blackberry lemonade with the botanist. Okay. Blackberry lemonade and the botanist. That's what we're going with today. All right. Um, hold on for a moment, y'all. Why people like to knock on my door? Hold on one moment. All right, I'm ready. I don't know why Amazon come at the same time every day. It's like, and it don't even be the same person. Um, it don't even be the same person. You know what I'm saying? Jesus God, they come at the same time every day, right when I'm doing my damn lives. Hey, Jeannie, what's going on, sweetheart? Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. Hey, Tracy W, how you doing, my love? How you doing, beautiful? Hey, Savon, how are you? It's good to see you. Hey, Janae, what's going on, my love? Hey, Demetria. You do need to place your Lazy Boy Snacks order. Hey, Ronald. Hey, Ronald. Antonia, what's going on, sweetheart? Harold. 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 Hey, hey. Hey, hey. Harold said, hey, hey, motherfucking hey. Cha. Hey, Morgan. Hey, Lock Queen. How you doing today, beautiful? Ciao. Hey, Sharice, what's going on? What's going on over there on the left coast? Montrez, what's good, bruh? What is up? Terrence say he loves the cooter. The cooter. Right. Too many homosexuals. We need some more people who loves the cooter. Right. Terrence say pop that coochie. Hey, pop that coochie, baby. Pop, pop, pop the coochie. Hey, pop that coochie, baby. I'm sorry. You know, look at Janae. Janae already said, fuck around if you want to. Don't get cut around here. I've already staked claims on mine. Stop playing with me. That is Janae Man. Y'all might get fucked up playing with Janae Man. Y'all don't get fucked up. Janae got her katana blades out, ready to fuck you up. Mm-mm. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Ciao. We just have fun. Terrence, you can invite some of your some more people who likes the cooter over here. You know what I'm saying? We're equal opportunity over here. We love everybody. We love everybody. Hey, Tanya Boo. Child Tanya, I got child Tanya. It's another one of them weekends. I got to go out of town again. Tanya, you already know why I got to go out of town. Oh, Tanya, and I got the ball weekend in July. I'm double booked, so I'm gonna have to go to the ball here on that Friday, leave Saturday because there's a ball in Tallahassee that I got to go to because one of my frat brothers is Pody and I got to go to his ball. So I'm double booked that weekend. So I'm gonna do the Friday night, Tanya. Then the Saturday night, I'm gonna have Saturday during the day. I'm gonna leave and drive down to Tallahassee and go do that. Go do the ball in Tallahassee. Child, we got a lot going on, Tanya. A lot, honey. Child, yeah. Child. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to get this party started? Put a Shondo in the chat. Look at Janae. Janae was and Janae was ready. Like the first motherfucker say the wrong thing or bat they eye too hard at my man, I'm cutting them hoes. Okay, girl. I'm just saying, girl. Hey, Yana, what's going on, my love? What's going on, boo? What it is and what it ain't. Ain't got no money. Your breath stink. That's what my uncle used to say when I was growing up. When he used to come over to my grandma's house, he used to be like, Mom, what it is and what it ain't got no money, your breath stink. Oh, my uncle, man. They was all in the drug game, honey. He always had money. He always used to leave money with us. Child, they was in the drug game. They was all working for Griselda and all of them. Mm-hmm. Child. Anyway, oh, I need to oh wow, I did that wrong. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get the dossier up and right. The dossier was not even in the right place. Like, wow, little Teddy. All right, let's start by gaining some knowledge. Y'all, I keep reiterating that these Black History moments that we've been having have been so good. I have a young lady today in our Black Women's History Spotlight that I didn't know about, and I'm not sure if you all know about her, but we're gonna learn all about her today. Okay, we're gonna learn all about this beautiful Black queen today. All right, so this beautiful Black queen is none other than Mariah Russell. This is Mariah Russell, and she is our Black women's moment in Black women's history. Mariah Russell. All right, Mariah Russell was born in 1989 in Springfield, Ohio. She is an African American chef and restaurateur, and she became the first Black woman to be awarded a Michelin star in September of 2019 while working as a chef at Komiko and Kiko. Mariah Moore Russell grew up in Springfield, Ohio with her parents and four sisters. She moved to Columbus, Ohio for high school, where she participated in a career academy that first introduced her to the idea of becoming a chef. After high school, she moved to Chicago and studied at the Cooking and Hospitality Institute of Chicago, where she graduated in 2008. While in Chicago, Mariah Russell worked at Uncommon Ground, Green Zebra, the Bristol, Nail Coat, and SZA. It was at Green Zebra that she met Kara Sandoval and Noah Sandoval, who would later invite her to be part of Kamiko and Kiko. She moved to Charleston, South Carolina with her husband at the time, Chef Garrett Russell, and stayed for 3 years. They returned to Chicago in 2016 after her father's death and the realization that Charleston wasn't an easy place to exist for a Black woman. She took a job as a server at Oreo in July 2016, where she went on to become sous chef and chef de cuisine in 2018. While working at Oreo, Noah Sandoval asked Russell to be the chef for his new project, Kamiko and Kiko. In September 2019, while working at Kamiko and Kiko, she was awarded a Michelin star shortly before her 30th birthday. Shortly after receiving the accolade, Russell announced on Instagram that she was taking a break from to prioritize her well-being. Quote, I wasn't really able to take care of myself on a day-to-day basis. The job was all I was able to fit into my life at that time. I just wanted to do more for myself and better for myself. And she took a break and then came back. She then decided to pivot her career in the direction of entrepreneurship. She moved to Hawaii in August of 2020, and and worked there for some time. Upon returning back to mainland United States, she has been focusing on running pop-ups and chef collaborations, and that is the story of Mariah Russell, the first ever Black woman with a Michelin star. Now, you may not know, you may say, El Teddy, what is a Michelin star? In restaurants and cooking and food, a Michelin star is one of the highest things, one of the highest accolades, or one of the highest awards you can get is a Michelin star. Restaurants can get Michelin stars. I think they have 1 star, 2 star, and 3 star restaurants. That's, I think, the highest you can get is a 3 star Michelin restaurant. But individual chefs can themselves also get a Michelin star, which is like the highest accolade or award that you can get in cooking. And that's the story of Mariah Russell. Now, her name is spelled Mariya. That's how you spell her name, Mariya. Not the traditional Mariah spelling, in case you wanted to look her up. So that is our black women. That's our black girl magic for today. That is our woman in our black history. Like I said, I try to give y'all black women in many different genres, multiple genres, so that we can celebrate the breadth of all that we are as a people, as a culture, as individuals. And some of you all have children and nieces, nephews, and loved ones who may see some of these black women. You may want to go look them up further, and your daughter, son, or niece, nephew, godchild, whatever, relative, friend of the family may look at that person as inspiration to be the next person to do something really big in that field. So I'm glad to bring you these moments. Hey, Candace F. Hey, L Love. So I'm always glad to bring you these moments. Now I'm gonna be honest. We're gonna take a break in April and May, and we'll be back in June for LGBT for Pride Month, and we'll do some black history for Pride Month as well. We'll do our spotlight in Black LGBTQ plus history for Pride Month. So y'all got me until March 31st, and after March 31st, we'll take a break, and then we'll be back for Pride Month, unless y'all tell me different. Unless y'all be like, no, L Teddy, you better keep doing it. If you stop doing it, we're gonna protest and boycott. Okay, and then I might keep doing it. God, Lord. But y'all can imagine, I have to go and find and research this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got to go do some digging and researching so y'all can't get the same people all the time. Okay. Now, if somebody wants to volunteer and start giving me people the spotlight, then I don't mind. But I go out. I'm a one man show, and I do all of the production. So, but like I said, it's a labor of love. I definitely don't mind doing it. And shout out to Mariah Russell, who is our spotlight for today. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender conforming members of our audience, it's time for me to break out my boy. Hey, come. We ready, Larry? We ready? I bring to you the late great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So long now, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus. Well, well, here we are. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. So, in case you missed it, y'all's president signed an executive order today, basically all but eliminating and eradicating the United States Department of Education. This was within the last hour or so. Let me read this to you. President Donald Trump signed an executive order Thursday, that being today, seeking to facilitate his longstanding goal of eliminating the Department of Education. While the order recognizes it would take an act of Congress to completely shutter the department, Trump directed Education Secretary Linda McMahon to do all she can to achieve its end. Quote, today we take a very historic action that was 45 years in the making. I will sign an executive order to begin eliminating the federal Department of Education. The department's useful functions will be preserved, fully preserved. They're going to be preserved in full and redistributed to various other agencies and departments. End of quote. That's what your president said. He also said in it as he, had a whole ceremony to sign the destruction and dismantling of the Department of Education. He also said, "quote But beyond these core necessities, my administration will take all lawful steps to shut down the department. We're going to shut it down and shut it down as quickly as possible." End of quote. In attendance at this ceremony or funeral for the Department of Education, in attendance there was Republican Representative Virginia Foxx of North Carolina, Texas Governor Hot Wheels, Governor Hot Wheels, Greg Abbott of Texas, Governor Mike Braun of Indiana, Governor Mike DeWine of Ohio, Governor Kim Reynolds of Iowa, and Governor Ron DeSantis, Ron DeSantis of Florida. Now, really, B and I have chronicled what this means, what this entails, all that the Department of Education does. Basically, essentially, what they want to do is they want to leave any and all things involving education to the states, right? I should remind you, before there was a Department of Education, Federal Department of Education, and before there was the Civil Rights Act of 1965, yes, Brown v. Board of Education was out there. However, it was left to the states to make sure that public education was equitable, and what was happening was it wasn't. And that's why we needed a Department of Education to make sure that public education from sea to shining sea, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, was at least attempted to be equitable, regardless of your area code, regardless of your zip code, regardless of your race, religion, color, creed, and whatnot. Now that's left to the states, which is why there were that cadre of Republican governors there, who I'm surprised was not there. I'm surprised you didn't have Governor Lee out of Tennessee. I'm surprised Governor Lee is in Mississippi, right? What's the name of the governor of Tennessee? Somebody's Governor Lee. Hold on. Tennessee governor is Bill Lee. I was right. So yeah, I was right. That is Governor Lee in I was right. The governor of Mississippi is Holzman. That's who it is. It's Holzman. But I'm surprised Bill Lee wasn't there out of Tennessee. I'm surprised what's his name? What's Holzman's first name? Delbert Holzman wasn't there. I'm surprised Governor Meemaw Kay Ivey out of Alabama wasn't there. I'm surprised Governor Quasimodo, Sarah Huckabee Sanders of the great state of Arkansas wasn't there. I'm surprised. What is that? Kevin Stitt out of Oklahoma wasn't there. There's a lot of governors I'm surprised wasn't there because we know Governor Quasimodo out of Arkansas don't give a damn about children. One of her first acts as governor was doing away with child labor laws. Here's the issue that I have. Terrence, no, this is what we need, Terrence. We're not going to even do that to him. All we need the people of Texas to do is get a vat of Crisco oil and line that wheelchair ramp down to the governor's mansion in Austin, Texas. Just line that wheelchair ramp with a vat of Crisco oil so his ass could get fucked up. You know we can't stand Governor Hot Wheels over here. But what's so funny is y'all know what's so funny. Y'all know what's so funny. Now it's been people over here that's been following me. Hey Brittany Janae, what's going on, sweetheart? Hey Cybera. People been over here following me since like 2019, 2020. I've been calling Greg Abbott Governor Hot Wheels since 2019. I'm telling y'all, I've been calling him that. And it's people in the chat that will confirm. Okay. It's people in the chat that been here since 2019 and 2020. I've been calling that man Governor Hot Wheels since 2019 and 2020. Wasn't nobody paying attention to Greg Abbott, much less calling him Governor Hot Wheels back then. Now, I see people over there calling him Governor Hot Wheels now, and I'll be like, you know what? Imitation is the highest form of flattery. I've been calling, listen, I don't mind if people steal my sayings and things like that. It's okay. But real girls do real things. Real girls do real things over here, okay? And I'm just saying. When y'all hear people call him Governor Hot Wheels, know where you heard it first. Tracy W says she'll donate to the Crisco oil. Hey, Uncle Jay, listen, I just a whole vat of fucking Crisco oil. See, you got to be of a certain age to know about Crisco oil. These new kids, the Gen Z, have no clue what I mean when I say Crisco oil. Some of us old enough to remember you kept the little canister of Crisco oil because Crisco oil, it didn't start off as oil. It started off as that paste that you would scoop up out of the little can and you would, put it in the pan. And when it got hot, it turned into the oil. See, these kids nowadays used to the Crisco in the bottle. You pour it out, it's already the oil. Some of us grew up poor when you had to buy the little canister and it had the white Crisco oil that was solid. You had to take your ladle or your spoon and dip it up in that Crisco oil and fop it right on that good cast iron skillet, because it works best with a cast iron skillet. Get that good girl hot, and baby, shit. You want to talk about something slick? You want to talk about lube? You want to talk about something that's slippery? Get you some good Crisco oil. That's why I say get us a whole vat of Crisco oil. I think the young kids think we talking about the Crisco oil that you buy in the bottle. We going old school, the white shit that you used to have to scoop up with the spoon and flop it down in the damn cast iron pot and then let it get hot and then it turn into the oil. But these kids don't know about that. They too young to know about that. Some of these kids too young to know about that. I'm just saying. Right, Janae, it's like lard. Blue, white, and red cat. You better tell them, Pinky Tiki. Hey, Pinky Tiki. Child, some of the young kids just don't know. Johnny, you better tell them that Crisco oil in that cast iron pot, frying pan. Listen, that was some good chicken now. That was some good chicken. You take that good Crisco, put that good girl in that you got to have that cast iron frying pan too. Just telling you what I know. I'm just telling you what I know. Listen. Tracy W said we still use the can at my house sometimes. And we got millions of cast irons. Child. These young kids don't know. These young kids do not know. Hey, Peachy D. Child. She say, thank you for my shout out yesterday. Hashtag Lazy Boy Stacks. Yes, we love us some Lazy Boy Stacks over here. Girl, I met Peachy D. We don't hung out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Me and Peachy D, we don't hung out down here to the Atlanta with Tanya. And girl, you know, we have to shout out Lazy Boy Snacks. Shout out to Lazy Boy Snacks. Y'all have the link. Go ahead and go on over there and order. Hey, Paul. Paul, whose son you rolling up under that you late to my class, Paul? Yeah. L Love say her mama had a steady supply of Crisco oil. These kids will never know about that Crisco oil, okay? Cha. Cha. Say Vaughn, say her aunt, her great aunt stayed with that Crisco oil on the counter. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Now, Ronnie D, we use my grandma and my great aunts. They only use lard for certain things. Certain things they cook, they use lard, but most of the time it was Crisco. It was only certain things where they were like, "No, I actually need some lard for this." And you know how they used to do, baby. You fry that good. You use that Crisco oil, right? Now, my grandma used to do this. She used to make she used to fry whatever she was gonna fry. If she was frying something like chicken or whatever else she was frying, right? Gizzards or whatever, she would always wait and make homemade French fries last because potatoes, you learn that potatoes will clean the oil. So if you wanted to clean your oil, she would always make the fry the meat first. Then she would cut up her French fries and make the French fries in the oil that she just used because the French fries would clean the oil and get all of the particles and stuff. All of it would stick to the potatoes, and that's what she would do to clean the oil. And you know what she was gonna do? She was gonna take that good oil, pour it back in one of them jars or cans, because they ain't wasting no oil. This oil ain't getting thrown out. Baby, that oil was getting pulled in the can because it was gonna be used again. I'm just telling you what I know. I'm just telling you what I know. That's how they used to do around my parts. I'm telling you what I know. But they always used to use the potatoes to clean the oil. I'm just telling you, hey, that's what we did in my house. Jenny, I don't even think they sell Crisco like that. I don't. Somebody will let us know, but I don't know if they still sell Crisco like that. I don't even know if they still do it. Well, I guess they do because Uncle Jay said he used Crisco when he baked pound cakes. Mm. Lazy voice that Terrence said he waiting for his follow request. Yeah, everybody say they waiting on their request to be approved for their lazy boy snacks. Okay, she say she got y'all. She gonna add y'all. Okay, she say she got y'all. She's a professional. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Listen, everybody wasn't raised on good cooking, y'all. Everybody wasn't raised that way. Some of these people weren't raised right, and they don't know how to cook the right way. Okay, child. You know, Demetria, you know it takes and some of us, it wasn't even you being with your mom, but sometimes you have to go in the kitchen with your grandma or your great aunt and watch them cook. Because while your mama was good, your grandma or your great aunt, that was the good. And I used to tell my mama, you cook some stuff real good. I was raised by my grandmother, but my mama can cook too now. But still, even all my grandma done went on to be with the Lord. She's in the ancestral planes with the ancestors. And all of my aunts and myself, my aunts and a couple of my cousins, all of us have a part of what my grandmother used to cook. Like each of us have our parts that we could do that she did all herself because it was too much of her for just one person. But everything we make, it still don't come out just. It's good now. It's right there, but it's still never as good as when your grandma made it. It's still never gonna be as good. You was in the bed. Was you sleep, Paul? That remains to be seen. Tracy W say, yeah, you can still go get you some Crisco like that. Hey, little baby, what's going on, sweetheart? I'm just saying. It's always sunny. Say that was the cooking I learned from both my grandmothers. My paternal grandmother, she passed away. I was young. She passed away when I was like, I think I was like 11 or 12 when she passed away. I used to go over to her house all the time. But my paternal grandmother, she was so mean. She was so mean. She was so mean. Oh my God. She was so mean. Like if I tried to go up in the kitchen with her, the way I would have got popped in the head with with one of them wooden ladles or something, baby. She didn't play around. Tanya done put the link to Lazy Boy Snacks in the chat if you need it. Shout out to Lazy Boy Snacks. I'm a better baker too. That's what I picked up from my grandmother. All of the baking stuff is what I got from my grandmother. Anyway, I don't know. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. I don't know how we got off on this tirade about cooking. Oh, because Governor Hot Wheels. Hey, precious Jewel. What's going on, beautiful? Ciao. Grandma taught me how to make gravy from drippings after the pan fry. Okay. Ciao. Bapter came out the bushes to say my granny's cooking was legendary. Child, that hot water cornbread. Child, and when you make you some good dressing out of somehow when you make the hot water cornbread first, and then you make you some good dressing using that hot water cornbread. And dressing, unlike stuffing, dressing got meat in it. Old school dressing has meat in it. Some people use turkey necks, some people use chicken necks. You know what I'm saying? But some type of meat is going in that dressing if it's old school dressing. But let me not start, okay? Yeah, Tanya say when you go over there to Lazy Boy Snacks, DM her and let her know that you were recommended from the L Teddy to the 27. Let her know that you're coming from here. Yes, Savon, we cook dressing over here. We don't cook stuffing. We cook dressing, okay? Cha. Look at Demetria. Look at Demetria. Some of us was taught the right way. Not I want a collard green sandwich with the hot water cornbread. God, we done all got hungry as hell over here talking about food. We got to move on, y'all. Child, we done got off topic. We got to move on. We got to make light of this shit, y'all. It's a lot of shit going on in the world. And we got to find ways to make ourselves laugh and find community and commonality because this shit that's going on right now is some fuck shit. So listen, last thing I'm going to say about this signing of this executive order is depending on the state that you live in, this is scary times because left to what they want to do is leave public education in the hands of the states. And these states have proven they're not going to do right by our children. Yeah, I'm just saying they're not going to do right by our children. So you gotta we have to make sure that we have to be more vested in the education of our children now, because now it's left to the states, and that's a scary notion. Anyway, look at y'all still in the chat talking about food and shit. God. In more sugar spiky news, we traveled to the great state of Tennessee. Why are we traveling to the great state of Tennessee? I'm glad you asked. So this bill was passed last month in Tennessee, unbeknownst to me. Now I need for y'all in Tennessee to keep me up to speed on this type of stuff, because actually it was passed at the end of January. Because I can't keep up with everything that's going on in Tennessee. Tennessee is on on the fast train back to 1825. They're on a fast train back to fucking 1825. This bill passed back in January of this year. And let me tell you what it's all about, because this is scary. And I'll say this before I go into this. Some of the most racist and discriminatory and bigoted laws that have been passed in this country over the last 3 to 4 years have come out of the great state of Tennessee. I'm telling you what I know. Tennessee is here for all of the fuck shit. And I am very concerned for any and every black person that lives in Tennessee. Y'all know it's a lot of black people in Tennessee. And I ain't just talking about in Nashville and Memphis. It's black people all through Tennessee. And what Tennessee is doing is making the blueprint for other red states to follow. Let me read this to you. In Tennessee, a bill passed that makes the act of voting in favor of sanctuary policies illegal. Senate Bill 6002 passed on January 29th, 2025 by a vote of 72 to 22. At the time, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has signed said bill into law. Now, some people were confused about what the bill does. Let's clarify. According to the Tennessee General Assembly, the bill, quote, creates criminal penalties for officials who adopt sanctuary policies and subsequently require their removal from office upon conviction. Essentially, it criminalizes the act of voting in favor of anything deemed to be a sanctuary policy. Let me say that again. It criminalizes the act of voting in favor of anything deemed a sanctuary policy. And not only is it illegal, it's a Class E felony. Class E felonies in Tennessee are punishable by a fine of up to $3,000 and or 1 to 6 years in prison. This is for members of Congress in Tennessee, the state legislature. This is members of your city commission, your state legislature. If they vote to make a respective city a sanctuary city, or enact policies that are deemed a sanctuary policy, even if it does not pass, they can be charged with a Class E felony and removed from office. So essentially, it's not enough that y'all have a super majority. This law is on the books in Tennessee. It was voted on through both chambers of state legislature and signed by Governor Bill Lee. This is an actual law. And so now you basically are making it illegal for members of the state legislature, for members of the county commissions or city council or whatever you have, whatever municipality, a governing body, even if they vote on something that this Republican led government deems as a sanctuary policy, that's a criminal offense, a felony. So now you're not even allowed. They're trying to dictate how you vote in the state of Tennessee. They're making it illegal, a felony for you to vote, for you to vote, for you to vote differently than how they want you to vote. I don't know. I don't understand, and maybe I need to do more research. I don't understand how this isn't already making its way up up the federal level. Because this has, listen, I am not a legal scholar. I do not profess to have a PsyD. I do not profess to have an Esquire behind my name. I do not profess to be the greatest of legal minds. However, nevertheless, in my little knowledge, you can't tell me that this isn't illegal by every stretch of the imagination. And you think that it's going to stop with Tennessee? Because if this is not, if they don't fight this, and if this is allowed to just be law in the state of Tennessee, you think this isn't going to happen in other red states? Do you think that this is not going to become a wide sweeping law that crosses the red states? That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. This shit is happening so fast, y'all. That's why I get so angry with these people that I watch that say, "Oh, well, we just going to take this time off and black people would just be over here just chilling." We don't have time to chill, y'all. This shit is scary. And so I pray for people that live in the great state of Tennessee. I pray for all of us. Let's just be clear. I'm praying for all of us. But if you live in some states like Tennessee, Tennessee is on a crash course toward going back to 1825. Same thing with Texas, same thing with Oklahoma, same thing with Arkansas. Some of these states, it's scary out here. It's scary out here. In more sugar spiky news. So now these next three stories all involve people from other countries either trying to come into the United States or already being in the United States and being deported. Why is this? Why? And some people may say, I had somebody send me a message on Instagram. Shout out to all of y'all. Don't stop sending me messages on this Instagram. I answer all of y'all messages when y'all message me on Instagram. Okay. People be every time it be people in the bushes. They don't come out of the bushes, but they always come out in my DMs and they'll send me a message about different things that I do or say or report on videos. Well, this one reported on me and said, sent me a DM, I should say, and said, well, El Teddy, we really don't be caring about all of this stuff with people from other countries. We only care about what's going on here in the United States. If they shipping them back, then that's not our problem. I want you to keep that same energy when other countries return serve. Because we as US citizens love to travel all over the globe. Oh yeah, we like the vacation everywhere around the world. We love to go and look and ogle at other cultures and other, you know, countries and things like that. We love to post to the gram and to the book of faces and on TikTok and the Twitter and now Bluesky, all about our travels all over the globe trotting across the 7 continents, right? What's going to happen when these countries start to return serve and say to anybody with a passport emanating from these yet to be United States of America, yeah, bruh, you people are not welcome here. You can go on back to where you came from. Or you can be detained until we figure out what you got going on. Here's the story. Um a French scientist was denied entry to the US this month after immigration officers at an airport searched his phone. Listen, after immigration officers at an airport searched his phone and found messages in which he held expressed criticism of the Trump administration. So just because you have criticism of the current administration, now immigration officials are going through people's phones to look at your messages, go through total invasion of your privacy. Go through your phone. Oh, you had critical things to say. You were critical of the Trump and his administration. Yeah, bro, you could turn back around. We won't be allowing you in here. Sorry. Your visa is denied. According to Philippe Baptiste, France's Minister of Higher Education and Research, quote, I learned with concern that a French researcher who was traveling to a conference near Houston was denied entrance to the United States before being expelled. This measure was apparently taken by the American authorities because the researcher's phone contained exchanges with colleagues and friends in which he expressed a personal opinion on the Trump administration's, research policy. Freedom of opinion, free research, and academic freedom are values that we will continue to proudly uphold. I will defend the right of all French researchers to be faithful to them while respecting the law. End of quote. Now, they say this happened on March 9th. The scientist was on assignment for the French National Center for Scientific Research. They did a whole FBI investigation, and the FBI dropped the charges before he was expelled, and he was still expelled only because he had hateful messages about the Trump administration and how they do research. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. I just report the news. I just report the news. And this is why I tell y'all why I report on this stuff is at some point, these other countries are gonna be like, we're good. And when our asses try to go over there for vacation, to visit, what happens when we go over there and they do the same thing to us? To other countries. An American passport will soon become a badge of dishonor. They're going to look at your American passport and say, yeah, bro, we're not accepting them right now. You can go ahead and go on back. This is scary, y'all. This shit is happening. In more news, this shit, y'all, this shit is happening. A Georgetown postdoctoral scholar has been detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, better known as ICE, making him the latest foreign student inside the country legally, who's been caught up in the Trump administration's immigration crackdown at university. Badar Khan Suri, an Indian national, was arrested Monday night in Arlington, Virginia. Politico first reported this yesterday from a legal filing in the case. Officers told Mr. Suri his visa had been revoked. Homeland Security Assistant Secretary Tricia McLaughlin said on the social media platform X, formerly Twitter, that Mr. Suri was, quote, actively spreading Hamas propaganda and promoting anti-Semitism on social media, end of quote. She went on to say, quote, Suri has close connections to a known or suspected terrorist who is a senior advisor to Hamas. The Secretary of State issued a determination on March 15, 2025 that Mr. Suri's activities and presence in the United States rendered him deportable under INA Section 237A4CI, end of quote. On Tuesday, a motion was filed to immediately stop the deportation proceedings. A spokesperson for Georgetown University said it is, quote, not aware, end of quote, of Mr. Suri's engaging in criminal activity, and the university has, quote, not received a reason for his detention, end of quote. Georgetown University went on to say, quote, we support our community members' right to free and open inquiry, deliberation, and debate, even if the underlying ideas may be difficult, controversial, or objectionable. We expect the legal system to adjudicate this case fairly, end of quote. Now, Mr. Suri's attorney says he is being persecuted because of the Palestinian heritage of his wife, who is a U.S. citizen. All of this targeting is based on that obscure law, 1798 law, where the Secretary of State says he's allowed to deport non-citizens if he finds their presence to be a threat to U.S. foreign policy. You should know this man has not been charged with a crime at all. Has not been charged with a crime. Is married to a legal U.S. citizen who happens to be Palestinian. Here we are. Here we are. Please be clear. They are testing Article 3 or the judicial branch. They're testing the judicial branch with people that are not citizens. Understand, it's not going to stop there. Once they know they have legal backing with the first person, they're going to start to come after U.S. citizens. They're going to start to come after U.S. citizens. They're just sharpening their legal knives. They're testing the waters. They're testing the judicial branch to see if they can find a chink in the armor. They're doing it with people that are not U.S. citizens so that inevitably they can come after U.S. citizens that have any issue or take up issues or say things negatively about this administration. Yeah, I know. They like I said, Mahmoud Khalil has not been charged with the crime. This man, Mr. Suri, has not been charged with the crime. They're just deporting people because of they have these ideologies, and they don't even have ideologies. They're making a point. They're making a statement. They are trying to put fear. This is terror. This is domestic terror. That is exactly what this is. This is terrorism. And that's what this administration is doing. In more news, because here we are. Germany has updated its travel advisory for these yet to be United States of America to emphasize that a visa or waiver allowing entry does not guarantee Germans to enter the U.S. after several of its citizens were detained at the border. According to an advisory on Germany's foreign office website, the country warned that entry through the electronic system for travel authorization (ESTA) system or a U.S. visa is not guaranteed every time, and that the U.S. Border Control has final decision. The office goes on to say, quote, it is recommended that you bring proof of your return journey upon entry to the United States, end of quote. The office noted that a criminal conviction in the U.S., false information about an individual's purpose of stay, or even a slight overstay of the visa can lead to arrest, detention, and deportation. The new advisory comes as Germany is investigating the case of 3 of its citizens being denied entry and placed in detention when they tried to enter the U.S. A spokesperson said, quote, the incidents of the past week involving German citizens entering the U.S. are being taken very seriously, end of quote. Most tourists from European countries, including Germany, can generally travel to the U.S. for up to 90 days. Still, when the German citizens were detained separately crossing the San Diego-Tijuana border, they were denied entry and sent to a detention center. That's a jail. The changes and the changes and detentions come amid the Trump administration's crackdown on immigration at the country's southern border and the implementation of a mass deportation plan. While President Trump campaigned on to stop illegal immigration, he's primarily targeted long-standing programs that give migrants and travelers legal ways to enter the U.S. So all of that talk about illegal immigrants, that has stopped. What they're going after now are legal immigrants, because many industries told them, yeah, if you deport all of these illegal immigrants, we will be devastated, gutted, and the whole stock market will crash. So now, remember they talked about millions and millions, or as he likes to say, millions and millions of undocumented and illegal immigrants being deported. The numbers right now said at best it may be 40,000, but probably far less illegal immigrants that have been deported. They're going after legal immigrants now because they know the deportation of illegal immigrants would cripple our economy, because they were too stupid to figure that out. So now, because they still want to try to flex on it about this immigration, because this is the red herring, they want to get all of our sights and mind and attention on immigration, all the while stripping us of all of our rights, stripping citizens of all of our rights, while you want us to focus on the immigrants. I'm just telling you what this is. I'm just telling you what this is. Moving on. This is an update on a story that we have done. We've been giving you regular updates on this story. So put a 27 in the chat if you remember the story of the West Virginia white couple that had the black children as that adopted the black children and had them chained in the back shed and had them sleeping on the ground and stuff. Remember, we reported on that. They had them sleeping on the ground. They had them eating off the floor. They weren't letting them bathe for months and months at a time. Remember, we reported on this white couple that did that. We reported on it a couple times. We reported on it when they were first arrested. We reported on the fact that they got convicted. Well, now they have been sentenced. Hopefully y'all remember, but we reported on this. Hey, Xavier. Hey, Catherine Powell. Hey, CK Amelie. Yeah, we reported on this. So here's the update. So we reported that they were found, they were convicted. Now we have a sentencing. So Donald Lance and Gene Whitefeather are the two involved. Now, the guy, Donald Lance, that you see on the left in the orange jumpsuit, he was sentenced to a maximum 160 years behind bars and won't be eligible for parole until he's 101 years old. Now, Gene Whitefeather, who you see on the left, who you see on the right in the orange jumpsuit, she received a maximum of 215 years in prison and will have to live to 112 if she is to have a chance for parole. The couple will also be required to pay a restitution of $280,000 each. Now, this article that I'm reading is so great in saying the conditions that they will have in prison will still be far better than the condition that those black boys and girls had to endure while under their care. I mean, we went through the story at the time. It was so horrific. I'm not going to go back through it. We talked, we chronicled it, we reported on it in this platform. It was so horrific and so triggering what they did to these black children. It was a 60 at the time when they were found. The girl was 16 and the boy was 14. Now the girl is 18 now, and the young man is 16. But and the couple had a total of 5 black children, all siblings. I'm glad that they'll see justice. The real justice will come. The real justice will come when they get to them prisons and somebody fuck their ass up. Don't even kill them right away. Just fuck their ass up enough to where they have to keep going to the infirmary, down to the prison. You know, it's people in there. Y'all can handle it. Make it long, make it torturous. Fuck their ass up every time you get. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna mince words about it. Fuck their ass up. Period. That's it. That's all. Every chance you get. Don't don't aim to kill. Just aim for pain. A good stab in the kidney goes a long way. A good punch in the liver or pancreas can go a long way. I'm just saying. I wish no good thing for these people. A quick death is not what we need for them. Hey, Jay Parrish, what's going on? So that's the update on that. We're glad that some justice has happened in this case. I hope they make it. I hope they get in Gym Pop. I really do. I really do hope they make it to Gym Pop. In more news, so Tesla. Let's read this. U.S. safety regulators today recalled virtually all Tesla Cybertrucks on the road, the 8th recall of the Tesla-made vehicles since deliveries to customers began just over a year ago. The National Highway Traffic and Safety Administration recall, which covers more than 46,000 Cybertrucks, warned that an exterior panel that runs along the left and right side of the windshield can detach while driving, creating a dangerous road hazard for other drivers, increasing the risk of a crash. The stainless steel strip, called a cant rail assembly, between the windshield and the roof on both sides is bound to the truck's assembly with a structural adhesive that NHTSA report that an NHTSA report said. The remedy uses an adhesive that has not been found to be vulnerable to, quote, environmental embrittlement, end of quote, and includes additional reinforcements. Tesla will replace the panel free of charge. Owner notification letters are expected to be mailed May 19th. Wait. Y'all know that this shit is a hazard on the road. Y'all know it could cause car crashes, not necessarily to the Tesla, but to cars driving around this Tesla truck, right? And you're telling me you're not going to mail out these notification letters for another 2 months? These people are driving on the road. I just know, if you see a Tesla truck on the road by you, avoid it at all costs. Don't try. I'm just telling you what I know. Don't drive by these Tesla trucks. I'm just don't say you were not warned. I'm just trying to tell you. Just trying to don't say you were not informed. Now that's a damn mess. I'm just saying. Who is fresh from a nap? Uh um hall monitors. Why y'all letting fresh from a nap live? Hall monitors is why y'all letting him live? Do I need to hold on? Let me take care of them. I don't know where all of the hall monitors are. Hold on, y'all. Let me take care of them. I don't know why y'all letting this man live over here. I got it. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all had to make me deal with whoever fresh from. I don't even know who fresh from a nap. Well, I did. I took care of it. I don't know who that was. Hall monitors, y'all got to be a little faster on the trigger. Jesus. No, where the hall monitors at? Y'all got to be a little faster. Y'all got to get to it. Okay. Yeah. So, Xavier, don't even worry about deleting their comment. Just block them. Just block them. Don't even delete their comment. Block them all together. Don't even waste your time. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Just block them immediately. Don't waste time. We don't negotiate with these terrorists. Go ahead and gut them. Gut them. I see some of y'all say y'all need a wrench. I listen. Applications for wrenches. We got a few more months before we do another group of hall monitors. You know, we're very selective over here with our hall monitor status, and so we have to we go like a year or so before we add hall monitors. But don't worry, before the year's out, I'll probably add some hall monitors before the year's out. I don't even tell hall monitors when I add them. I just do it, and they come in and they see they got a blue hall monitor sash, and they be like, "Oh, okay, I'm a hall monitor." And then we congratulate them. So, in more sugar spiky news, the Trump administration is going even further. They are now using popular anti-hunger programs, including food assistance and school lunch, as part of their attack against immigrants in the U.S., a move many say will prevent large numbers of families, especially children, from getting the food benefits they're eligible for. In a recent memo, Agricultural Secretary Brooke Rollins told senior staff at the USDA's Food and Nutrition Service, quote, it is essential to use all available legal authority to end any incentives in FNS benefit programs that encourage illegal immigration, end of quote. In the accompanying press release, she said, quote, the days in which taxpayer dollars are used to subsidize illegal immigration are over, end of quote. While her directives do not change people's access, researchers, advocates, and service providers say it's spreading misinformation about undocumented immigrants and could create a chilling effect among immigrants and mixed status families. uh, According to Juan Carlo Gomez, who's an immigration and immigrant family senior policy analyst for the Center for Law and Social Policy. He says, quote, it's posturing to try to harm communities. That nugget of misinformation from the agricultural secretary is like a seed that will continue to grow so that people start thinking undocumented immigrants are getting benefits they're not. End of quote. Now, um, undocumented immigrants have been ineligible for SNAP um, long before President Trump even had his first term. And even immigrants who are authorized to be in the U.S. have to wait 5 years before getting SNAP benefits. But here we are with the misinformation. However, other FNS programs, such as the National School Lunch Program, which provides low cost or free lunches to around 30 million school children, or the Emergency Food Assistance Program, TFAP, which supplements the diets for low-income families with free USDA foods distributed by food banks, don't have citizenship requirements like SNAP. Basically, they're trying to put out misinformation, and then they're trying to cut services that don't require you to be a citizenship status for you to obtain. So they're just putting out a bunch of misinformation in order to scare people, or in order to make people think that illegal immigrants are taking services from citizens, which is not the case. SNAP benefits are not something that illegal immigrants are even eligible for. You do realize that when you go and get SNAP benefits, that you fucking have to fucking put your goddamn information out there, right? Whatever. What's going on, Real Saucy Show? What's going on, Mitch? What's going on? I can't with these people. Here's another horrific story that is gaining news. Let's go through this story. That woman you see there, her name is Britton Fortenberry. Y'all want to know what she has done? Apparently, she thought it would be a good idea to force her young students into some group sex. Yeah, let me read this to you. Uh-huh. Let me read this to you. Five, according to this, 5 more victims. I didn't know who the first victims were, but 5 more victims, including a 13-year-old, have accused Brittany Fortenberry, 31, of sex crimes, according to prosecutors. She is facing additional counts of child molestation, dissemination of matter harmful to a minor, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, and 1 count of sexual misconduct with a minor. Last month, she was charged with multiple crimes, including sexual misconduct with a minor, dissemination of matter harmful to minors, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor involving 3 of her students, one of which was 15 at the time. The alleged incidents occurred in 2023 and 2024. One of the teens, who was 13 at the time, told authorities that Miss Fortenberry drugged him and his friends before sexually assaulting them at her house. When the victims didn't want to participate with Miss Fortenberry, she allegedly told them, quote, just let it happen, end of quote. In one case, Miss Fortenberry allegedly purchased $600 worth of items for a group of teens, making them wear ghost face masks from the Scream film franchise before sexually assaulting them. She allegedly warned the teens that if they told on her, she would commit suicide. In one case, Mrs. Fortenberry allegedly purchased $600 worth of items for a group of teens, making I read that part, huh? Another teen says she sexually assaulted him after asking him to babysit her children. Per the affidavit, when asked by police about the allegations against her, Miss Fortenberry did not say she regretted her actions. Instead, she told officers she, quote, regrets the day that she lost weight and doesn't think she would run into any of these issues if she was still 150 pounds heavier, end of quote. Where do y'all find these monsters? In another case, police officers said that Miss Fortenberry picked up one of the young men and 2 of his friends and bought them hundreds of dollars worth of clothes before taking them back to her house. The boy says he believes Miss Fortenberry um called um called the kids' parents to see if they could stay the night before giving them a dose of magic mushrooms and asking if they wanted to gangbang her. This is the part that involves the three. I mean, the scream mask, because she said in order for them to gangbang her, they had to put on the ski masks. The actual sexual act happened, and according to the affidavit, it went on for around 2 hours. The affidavit includes other sworn statements about what Miss Fortenberry was doing. I don't know where y'all find these people. I don't know where y'all find these people. I wish nothing but the worst for you. It just keeps getting worse. This young man right here, that's a janitor. He lives in the great city of Houston in the great state of Texas. It's being reported that he intentionally urinated into office workers' water bottles, infecting multiple victims with herpes simplex 1 and hepatitis A. Now he's been convicted and sentenced to 6 years in prison. He pleaded guilty to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and has already served over 2 years behind bars. He will be eligible for parole after 3 years. He'll be back out. Now, this apparently happened at a doctor's office in Houston's East Freeway, where a woman who had worked there for 20 years first noticed a strange taste and smell in the office's shared 5-gallon water dispenser in August of 2022. So they were he was putting his urine And the damn water, the big water fountain thing, the 5 gallon, where they, put the little big 5 gallon jug. He was peeing in there. Nobody noticed that the urine was a different color or something like that. The water was a different color. I'm just saying. Now, the woman says after experiencing the odd taste multiple times, she stopped drinking from the dispenser and began using her own water bottles. After a month later, she made a disturbing discovery. She left her half-filled bottle on her desk, and when she returned to drink it, she noticed some foul taste and odor. Assuming contamination, she threw it away and purchased a new bottle. Shortly after, a coworker offered to pour coffee into her bottle, but when she opened it, she saw a yellowish liquid inside. She smelled it and immediately recognized it as urine. Shocked, she took the bottle to the on-site physician who conducted a lab test confirming the contamination. Another coworker then revealed she had experienced a similar issue. With no security cameras in the office, the woman decided to set up a hidden camera on her computer. When she captured What she captured was deeply disturbing. Investigators say the footage showed Mr. Diaz unzipping his pants, urinating into the woman's water bottle, recapping it, and placing it back on her desk. He was seen repeating the act twice over several days. When confronted by police, Mr. Diaz admitted to the disgusting acts, stating he had, quote, sickness, end of quote, but could not recall how many times he had contaminated the office's drinking water. Following his arrest, blood and urine tests confirmed Mr. Diaz tested positive for herpes simplex 1 and hepatitis A, both highly contagious. The victim also tested positive, with doctors stating the illness likely resulted from direct contact with Mr. Diaz's bodily fluids. As the investigation continued, it was discovered that at least 2 more women had contracted the same diseases, and a total of 13 women have since filed lawsuits. Mr. Diaz's attorney, Jimmy Ortiz, released a statement saying Mr. Diaz was remorseful for his actions and chose to accept a plea deal rather than go to trial. The court has also scheduled a victim impact statement hearing on March 25th, where survivors will have the chance to speak out. Now, wait a minute. I'm trying to understand how he can get out of jail. Hey, cross country cruiser, how he can get out of jail in the next 3 years. I'm trying to tell you, Antonia, I wouldn't have waited for law enforcement. The way he would have got fucked up, the way we would have fucked him up. I'm just trying to tell you what I know. He would have got fucked up. I'm just telling you what I know. But who am I? Who am I? In our last sugar spiky story of the day, dear God, I didn't know we was gonna be this long. Y'all know what happened? We got caught up talking about food, and y'all know y'all get us over here talking about food, and we get real excited. Okay, we get real excited. So we did get excited, y'all. We got real excited talking about food when we were talking about Crisco. Google has agreed to pay $28 million to settle a class action lawsuit that claimed the company favored white and Asian employees in pay and career advancement over Hispanic, Indigenous, Native American, Pacific Islander, and Native Hawaiian workers in California. The black people couldn't get no part of that too. Well, where are the black people? The lawsuit, covering at least 6,632 employees from 2018 to 2024, alleged that non-white, non-Asian employees were placed in lower job levels, denied raises, and overlooked for promotions despite performing the same work as their white and Asian colleagues. The case was brought by Anna Cantu, a former Google worker of Mexican and indigenous descent, who worked at the company for 7 years in HR and cloud computing. She claimed that while white and Asian employees advanced and earned more, she remained stuck in the same position despite her strong performance. According to Cantu, Google's actions violated the California Equal Pay Act. She left the company in September of 2021. A California judge approved the settlement preliminarily last week, calling it fair and reasonable. That includes $20.4 million to be distributed among affected employees, $7 million for legal fees and penalties. Google denied any wrongdoing, with the company's spokesperson stating that it remains committed to fair pay and equal treatment for all employees. But y'all getting rid of all of the DEI, right? You're going to see more of this now that these companies are getting rid of DEI. I'm just saying. As we delve out of the sugar spike segment and deeper into the CA, so it's being reported that Jesus God, what, I can't find my stuff. All right, here we go. It's being reported that Quinta Brunson, creator and actress from Abbott Elementary, she is officially filed from divorce from her white husband descended from the Caucasus Mountains, citing irreconcilable differences. According to court documents, she submitted the petition on March 19th of this year and listed their separation date as to be determined. She also noted that the couple has had a prenuptial agreement in place to handle their assets and requested each party cover their own legal fees. She has always kept her relationship private, never publicly confirming her marriage until her 2022 Emmy speech, where she called Anik the most supportive man she's ever known. She later expressed gratitude for him again during her 2023 Golden Globes win. They got married back in October of 2021. I'm not going to take this easy opportunity to tell you all the perils of when you all try to partner with these people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. I'm not going to do that. Some of y'all may be happily married to people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. It may be people descended from the Caucasus Mountains in my bushes. And we welcome you into the bushes. I'm just saying the woman happened to be married to a man descended from the Caucasus Mountains. And she's getting divorced. Here we are. I did just watch the last episode. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Is that enough time for people to get out of the room? Spoiler alert if you have not watched Abbott Elementary. They fired Ava. Took her badge and all. That was I tried to give y'all enough time to get out the room if you didn't want to hit the spoilers. They fired Ava. They got rid of her. She'll probably be back. Anyway, V Carter. Hey, V Carter. V Carter says he did not like her success. Well, she said they had a prenup, V Carter. So hopefully, that'll hold up in court. Sometimes even with a prenup, it don't hold up in court. SZA is out here breaking records. Now apparently her sophomore album SOS, which came out last back in 2022, it has been topping the chart for the last 2 years. They're saying that at this point, her album has been in the top 10 for 88 weeks. Her SOS album from back in December that was released back in December of 2022 has been in the top 10 for 80 weeks, 80. The album is currently number 4 on the Billboard 200 albums chart. It has now passed Michael Jackson's Thriller album, which stayed in the top 10 for 79 weeks. Thriller only stayed in the top 10 for 79 weeks. SZA's SOS album has now been in the top 10 for 80 weeks, passing Michael Jackson's Thriller album. Now, excuse me, y'all. All of my late millennials and Gen Zers are going to be out here celebrating this woman and her accomplishment. To me, this just proves that today's music scene is trash. It's trash. Because let's be clear, this album is not even in the same breath. Not even in the same breath as Thriller. Now, I'm not saying it's not a good album. What I am saying is the problem probably is the other albums that she's competing with is garbage. Fucking garbage. So that's why her album is able to be there for 80 weeks. When you have nobody to compete with, I'm not saying that the woman's album is garbage. I have not said that. I'm saying music industry today is garbage. The woman may have a very good album. I'm not going to, argue the merits of whether or not it's a good album. What I am saying is what she's competing against is garbage. That's why you can have an album that's on the top 10 charts for 80 weeks. This album is not even in the same breath as Thriller. Does not even belong in the same conversation. It's damn near disrespectful that an article was written with the two albums in the same article. Xavier, nobody's listening to you and your advice or your critique of music, Xavier. We know that your choicing skills, we know that the things that you like are antithetical to the rest of us normal people. You like Drewski, Xavier. Nobody likes Drewski. I don't even think Drewski mammy like him. She released a deluxe album. Well, but that's not uncommon, Xavier. Doing that is not uncommon. Back in the day, many people would do that back in the day. They would release an album, then they would re-release it with some new tracks on it so that they could have continued, bandwidth on these. That's not uncommon. It's not like she revolutionized. That's very common. That's a common practice. That doesn't speak to the fact that the goddamn competition is garbage. It's trash. Garbage. Garbage. But I guess I'm supposed to say congratulations. Good with God. Tyreek Hill is in the news. I don't know nothing about him either, except for the fact that he's fat and ugly, Janae. Anyway, Tyreek Hill is in the news. God help us. So y'all know we've chronicled Tyreek Hill over here. He got 12 kids. He wants you to know that he and his wife, the one that stuck with him while he was impregnating 3 other women during their engagement. Yes, while he impregnated 3 other women during their engagement. She stayed with him. Was apparently she's pregnant again, and he's expecting his 13th child. what I want Tyreek Hill to understand is he doesn't give me the sharpest knife in the drawer. And I need him to realize that he won't always be in the NFL. And at some point, you're going to have a job outside of the NFL. You don't have the uh the uh uh, um the intellectual ability. You don't have the wherewithal in terms of your speech and speaking with which to be a continued commentator on sports radio or sports media. So, and I don't know how well you're investing. So you're gonna have to eventually take care of these 13 kids outside of the NFL salary. I have nothing for this man. Sir, go with God. Moving on. In more news of people having a lot of kids, Nick Cannon wants y'all to know um he wants more children. Now, if you going over there, let me make this big. His dick is as big as that microphone. Just know his dick is the size of that damn microphone. So if you going over there, I might go on over there too. But if you going over there to Big Nick say he wants more children. So just be ready for him to add to his flock of children. If you going over there though, know that his dick is as big as that damn microphone. I'm just telling you what I know. Prepare yourselves. I hope you ready to be called Jericho, because once he's done with you, the walls will come tumbling down. Moving on. My beloved Boston Celtics have been sold. Um It's the largest sale for a sports franchise in North American history. They have been sold for $6.1 billion. Bill Chisholm, who you see there, the managing partner for Symphony Technology Group, was the man to submit the winning bid for the Boston Celtics. It surpasses the record previously set by Josh Harris, who purchased the Washington Commanders in 2023 for $6.05 million. So the Boston Celtics were sold for $6.1 billion. That's my team, y'all. That is my team. Moving on. Um, um, for those of you who know of the Magic City, now the Magic City is an infamous script club, not strip club, but script club down to the Atlanta. Well, Stars has picked up a new show called Magic City: An American Fantasy. It's a 5-part docuseries that delves into the legacy of Atlanta's world famous script club, known for its deep ties to the hip hop, sports, and celebrity culture. Now, y'all know I've been to Magic City, right? It ain't but that big. It's real small. It ain't even that big. I done been to Magic City. And people talk, athletes and entertainers talk all about these Magic City wings. I went down to the Magic City and had their lemon pepper wings while I was there, looking at ass and cooter being thrown in my face that I didn't want thrown in my goddamn face. Them shits was not good at all. I shouldn't say they weren't good. They were just too small. The damn wings was like smaller than the regular wings that you would normally get. And then they was cooked so hard, I almost chipped the damn tooth. It was like no meat on the bones. It was just skin and meat. Anyway, now you know people like to call Magic City the Black Studio 54 because so many black entertainers and athletes and artists and people like to go down to the Magic City. That's where a bunch of people off Love and Hip Hop got they Jessica Dime used to work down to the Magic City. She also used to work at King of Diamond too. But yeah, a lot of famous scrippers come out of Magic City. Uh, I I don't know. I'm with you on that, Xavier. Listen, I'm telling you, Tanya, I went down there to get them damn wings. They weren't all that good to me. I'm like, girl, y'all be talking about these wings like it's the next um best thing this side of heaven, child. Now, who do got all of the Miami strip clubs have good food. All of the Miami black strip clubs got good ass food. Now Tootsie's in Miami probably has the best food of all of the strip clubs down there. King of Diamond done closed down though, Uncle Jay. King of Diamond been closed for a few years now. King of Diamond closed before the pandemic. It was closed before the pandemic. No, what they should have a documentary on is King of Diamond. That's what need a documentary. Cause the shit that used to go on in fucking King of Diamond, child. Now Booby Trap so goddamn old. They need to do a doc. If they're gonna do Miami strip club, they need to do one on Club Rolex. Well, it ain't Club Rolex no more. They done changed the name so many times, but that one need Trino used to work down to Club Rolex. Trina was a scripper down to Club Rolex in Miami. Child, Universal God, is that food down to the Tootsies be so good. Listen, when you go there, I recommend the fried lobster. The fried lobster is so good. The seafood platter is good. Basically, anything out the kitchen. The wings are good. The fried calamari are good. But Tootsie's is known for that fried lobster. Everybody go there and get the fried lobster. It'd be so good. Coco's would be a funny documentary. They told our Coco's not only is they closed, they tore the building down. They tore the whole building down. Coco's it ain't even there no more. Child. King of Diamond was a whole experience. Like, you used to have to pay like $50 just to get in. I remember I went to King of Diamond. It was $150 just to get in the dough down to the King of Diamond one time. Trina was a big time stripper back in the day. That's how Trick Daddy found her. Now Trina worked at Rolex. Tip Drill, or as y'all call her, Miami Tip on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We call her Tip Drill in Miami. Y'all call her Miami Tip or whatever y'all want to call her. She comes from King of Diamond. Joseline Hernandez also worked at King of Diamond. So did Black China. So did Jessica Dime. All them hoes worked at King of Diamond. Yeah, Coco's been closed for a minute. Coco's been closed for a good minute. Maybe when Coco's closed down, it might have closed around the time of the pandemic, maybe 2021 to 2022. But yeah, in our last story of the day, that's Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son. Now, he admitted to having struggles with substance abuse. And that's following his latest DUI arrest. Now, according to DMZ, court document reveals that he has been dealing with challenges relating to alcohol and substance abuse. Y'all remember he had got arrested. He was found stuck on the railroad tracks at 1:00 in the morning. Now, he's asking the judge to let him complete a pretrial substance abuse program and treatment intervention program. His attorney says the program would not only help him personally, but also lower the chances of future offenses. They added that he's open to treatment and willing to waive his right to a speedy trial if approved. Now, he's facing 1 felony count of ketamine possession, 1 misdemeanor DUI with property damage, and 1 misdemeanor for resisting an officer. Is anybody surprised? I'm just saying. Anybody? I mean, what's the old girl that he was with? What's the girl name that he was just with that he just broke up with? Oh God. Why I can't think of this woman's name? Because I figure you need a certain amount of drugs and alcohol to deal with. What's that woman name, y'all? Oh, why I can't think of this woman name. Oh God. Y'all, why Larsa Pippen. Thank you. Larsa Pippen. God, I couldn't remember that woman's name. Thank y'all. I figured you need a certain amount of drugs. You got to be, you know how Shaka Khan needs the right level of drugs and alcohol balance in order to have a good concert. I figure Marcus Jordan needed the right equilibrium of drugs and alcohol to deal with the likes of Larsa Pippen. Because that bitch ain't shit. And so I'm sure that in order to stay with her all that time, you needed to be drugged up and you know, liquored up. I'm just saying. But you know, he got a lot of money. He'll be and probably can pay for some good attorney. When your daddy is Michael Jordan, you got a lot of money to waste. And when you got a lot of money like that, you ain't got to work nowhere in America. You ain't got to never do nothing for the rest of your life. I mean, you got a lot of money to blow. And most times, what do they blow it on? Drugs and alcohol. Typical case. Typical case of somebody that's the child of a billionaire. That's the dossier for today. I went over there and looked to see if Really B had a live coming up. And when I searched, I didn't see nothing. Can somebody go over there and check? I did not see a live setup for Really B when I went and checked a couple minutes ago. But because I was gonna try and set up, that's why I wasn't rushing to come over here. But I still don't see anything. Hold on. Unless I missed it. Oh, she live right now. Well, how did I miss that? Anyway, let me see y'all over there to Really Be. Listen, y'all, I'm out till Monday. I'll be back on Monday. Hey, Cams, what's good, my love? I'm about to see y'all over there to Really Be. She's already live now. She just started the live, so y'all ain't missing too much. Anyway, thank you, Chapel. Here, I just looked. I had to search it up again. She's starting now. Me and some of my coworkers went to a strip club to see my stepsister dance. She had asked me to bring the. Oh, okay. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged and much appreciated. I'm about to go chill, lay down. I'll be in the bushes down to Really Be, but I'm about to lay down and rest. And after that, I gotta go out of town in the morning. I'll see y'all on Monday. I'll be back on Monday. That's all I got for y'all. If once, like I always say, two things. I did today. Let me take my banner down. I did sign up for the cruise. My room is booked. I have a balcony room on the balcony by myself because I'm bougie like that, or I'm elitist like that. Anyway, y'all go ahead and book y'all cruise. Me, Really Be, Abby, and everybody gonna be on the cruise. Y'all book y'all cruises. I'll put this flyer in my yeah, y'all not gonna see me until Monday, L Love. I'm sorry, I gotta go out of town. I got a funeral to go to. But I'll be over here doing what I do, okay? And I got a good balcony view, okay? Cam say he going. Put a 27 in the chat if you going on this good cruise. Okay. I need y'all to come. We gonna have a good time on this good cruise, y'all. Y'all might as well go ahead and come to this good cruise. I'm sure gonna be there. I already booked my ticket. I know Cam say he going. I got a room by myself, so all of the frolicking that needs to go on can happen. Book your cruise, okay? Yana say she going. We gonna all be there, y'all. Don't miss out. Don't say that we ain't trying to put something together for all us to get up with each other. So y'all, I think Chef Don is coming. You know, I think it's a good number is coming. So y'all come on around here. Come on around to the cruise and have a good time. Okay. Thank you, C, so much. I do the best I can. Also, if you want to contribute to the platform, I keep telling y'all, support those of us that do independent journalism here. Support those of us that are bringing you all of the information that you need to use, stuff that mainstream media just won't give you. Support independent journalism and independent platforms that come and give you and keep you informed about what's going on, because mainstream media is failing us right now. So that's ways for you to donate to the platform there. Like I said, I will put on the on my community wall, I will put the flyer for the cruise. So we could do that. Y'all stay put. I'm gonna send y'all over to Really Be. I'll be back on on Monday. Like I said, I have a funeral to attend this weekend. So I gotta travel. I have a travel day tomorrow, and then the funeral is on Saturday. So I'll be there. And I'll be back on Monday. We'll be back at it like we always are. Until then, as I always say, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I love y'all. We're right there.